Hey there, Coach Patrick at Endurance Nation, home of the world's fastest, largest online triathlete, 2013 Ironman Tri Club Division One World Champions, creators of the 4 Keys of Race Execution, home of the first-time finisher guarantee, and home of me, Coach Patrick. So here I am reporting to you from Rhode Island, and I'm talking about gifts, triathlon gifts. It's that time of year when people are thinking about, okay, end of the year, gotta come up with some kind of gift, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, or believe in Santa Claus, or whatever your religious beliefs may be. Typically, the end of the year is a time to give gifts to one another. And if you are a triathlete, then you're thinking about giving gifts, you're thinking about getting gifts, not sure what's going on. And if you live in my world, what people do is they come to me and they say, hey, you're a triathlete, what can I get you? What do you, I don't buy those types of things, and I don't hang out in those stores or hang out with people who dress like that, except for you, which is still kind of weird. So what do I get for you? And so I have some quick advice for you about how to help people help you. Okay. So the number one thing that I want you to do when you think about gifts is keep it super simple for people. Okay. Take those big gifts off the table. Don't be like, I want a new bike. Okay. That's a lot. It's a lot of money that can get crazy super fast. People don't want to just get me a gift certificate to ishoptriathlon.com or whatever that is, trademark by me, by the way. So what can they do for you? So I tell people, look for simple things to kind of upgrade your training experience, okay? The race day stuff and that geekery stuff, that's all you, and you're going to want to get that stuff exactly right. But they can upgrade your training experience. So here's some quick things that people can do to upgrade your training experience across the board. Number one, something that I really recommend people get is like that kit of self-care stuff from the TP Massage Ball team, okay? I think you can find them online. We may have a discount for them if you're on the team. But they typically sell like a mesh bag that's got a bunch of different types of foam rollers and different size balls and implements with matching carts and even a DVD to help you do a better job of self-care. That's typically under 40 bucks, I think, and it's a great thing that you would never buy for yourself and actually can make a big difference, especially when you've got some nagging issues or tightness, etc. Okay? In terms of the swim, an easy upgrade for the swim, and because no one's going to buy you a Speedo, dudes, or a bathing suit because you want to get that right, ladies. Some neat upgrades for you is a new pair of goggles. Okay, I'm a huge fan of Tier makes a set of goggles. Good God, I can't remember what they're called, but they are super duper awesome goggles. I'm not a fan of those gigantic triathlon goggles that are like this big. You get a good pair of comfortable goggles, and again, Tier makes a fantastic pair. Again, that's a $20–$25 purchase, super easy, and just enough of an upgrade to be nice, and something you should probably change out every year anyway, but you'd never buy new goggles until they broke, and when your goggles break and then you try and buy new ones, then you gotta wait 5 days, and that's a pain in the butt. So have someone get you goggles for Christmas, stick them in your stocking stuffer, and you got it, okay? In terms of the bike, some easy upgrades for the bike that I like to think about. New water bottle cages or fancy water bottle cages, those are super easy, and again, upgrades that need to happen. If you've got a little more room in your budget, or your friend's budget, or whoever it may be your budget, for your road bike, I'm a huge fan of those fat handlebars. The real thick ones. Look down on the top, they're like 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick, typically carbon. Nice big flat surface to put your hands on. Those are just an awesome, simple, great upgrade for people. And really, people don't think about it, but it makes a huge difference for their training, right? Similarly, you can also perhaps investigate a new saddle. People may like to pick out a new saddle for you or something like that. And then something that, again, people wouldn't necessarily think of, but makes a big difference, and I tell people it's not that expensive, is have them buy some base layers for you. I went out a couple years ago. I still have these things. I probably should throw them out and get new ones. But we had a deal with Descent, and we ordered a ton of base layer, like real thin mesh, very snug material, super wicking. Did sleeveless and long sleeve. I bought a couple pairs of each, and I still wear those things. 1 or 2 of those underneath a regular shirt or even under a winter jacket makes a real difference and keeps you warm. And again, it's typically, since it's such lightweight material, it's pretty cheap, right? So you want to check those out. Last option that I think makes a difference for triathletes. Some people are cold weenies. They just don't like the cold. Something as simple as toe caps for the front of your tri shoes. I've used them in races this year. I've used them in training. Just a little add-on. They just slip over the front of your bike shoe, and then the elastic goes underneath the cleat to hold it on. Makes a big difference. So there are 4 very simple ideas, and also not that expensive, or ranging from not expensive to slightly expensive with the bars or seat, for you. Now for running, there's a lot of craziness that goes on with running. The easiest gift for runners is to have someone get you some fun socks or something like that. That's a no-brainer. Something else that I encourage people to think about for running is a nice pair of headphones. I personally run with music. I don't necessarily bike with music all the time, but I do run with music. So a nice pair of headphones. Some people like the Bluetooth headphones. I use the earbuds that kind of lock into your ear, and I put the wires down the back of my shirt and then clip it in my shorts. Please don't be one of those people. Do me a favor. Don't be one of those people who's running with your music in your hand and then the cable's bouncing all over as you're running and it gets snagged on a tree or a signpost or a passing runner. Upgrading, something like that's a no-brainer. That's super duper easy. Or even having someone buy you one of those little Apple shuffles. They're super small. They probably cost $25 now, and you can put like 150 songs on there, charge it up, you're good to go. That's super awesome. Bonus item for the dudes, because I don't know so much about the ladies, but for the dudes, I don't have it with me now, but I went out and got a new wallet, like an all-weather wallet. It's got a full zipper on it. It's very small, fits in my pocket of my jeans anyway, but I can take it with me cycling as well. It's by a company called Bellroy, BELLROY.com. They make a variety of different wallets for different levels, but what was nice about it for me is I can fit all my cards, some money, extra stuff in there. They've really done a great job designing this wallet. I can fit it all in there. It still fits in my pocket, which is great on a day-to-day basis. Beats that rubber band that I was carrying around, and also goes with me on my rides. I don't need to put it in a Ziploc bag or anything like that because it's all weatherproof. All right. Now, we talked about some good Christmas ideas. There's some bad Christmas ideas as well. And those include not giving people any ideas, asking for things that are just over the top or beyond their means. So just be smart about it. Give people some constructive ideas. And for you, giving triathlon gifts, those same ideas apply. But I also would encourage you to think about giving back as well in general across the board. If you're a triathlete, typically you have some money, you have some time on your hands because you do all this training. Make a difference this next year by volunteering somewhere or volunteering to help kids with sport, or perhaps just volunteering in your local community. Perhaps there's an avenue through your church or your synagogue or something that you can get involved in. Even if it means going out and volunteering to help out at a race, running an aid station or being a race marshal. One of the biggest gifts you can give is your time by being a role model and helping to grow your sport and support those who are in it. All right, so thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you got some good Christmas and holiday gift ideas. If you have any more ideas, please head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Endurance Nation, or hit us up on Twitter at twitter.com/TMN. We'd love to hear your thoughts, input, etc. And when you get some gifts, be sure to share the picture. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Take care.